What's good, guys? It's your boy Justin J coming to you with another car video. Let's cook, boys. Let's cook. All right. This is why you need to stop letting people dictate how you live your life, okay? Being a young man, being a man in general, is hard. It is not easy. But most young men, they take it upon themselves to make their life harder than it needs to be by being influenced by outside sources, okay? Your friends, what society thinks, what your parents think. Recently I got a donation sent in and there was a message attached and he said, "Your videos have helped me so much, bro. I'm leveling up in my life." 18-year-old high school student, so I assume that he's a senior. And he said, "Everything is clear. The matrix doesn't have a hold on me. What teachers think, my family thinks, my friends, I've broken all of those chains." And that made my day that day when I saw that. Because I want the message to be clear that you live life on your own terms. You create your reality. See, when you live life, based on what others think and their opinions of you, you're going to sink. This is why a lot of people miss out on good opportunities, because they will go left when really they want to go right. Don't listen to somebody telling you to go left. Your job opportunities, what you want to make of your life, how you want to earn your money. You will let what your parents say dictate that. You will let what your friends think dictate that. And society. No. If you want to start your own business, start your own business. Will it be easy at first? No, but you have to put the work in. If you want to get in shape, if you don't want to smoke anymore, you don't want to drink anymore, you want to break those vices, and your friends are like, "Yo, come out, man. Just come out and chill with us, bro. Oh, you're being a loser, bro. You're acting weird, bro." Well, they got to go. Because you live the life that you want to live. Everything became clear for me when I started living life on my own terms, and I didn't care what anybody else thought. And I want to share a story about, when I met up with an old friend and he was asking me, "Hey, you still get into this? Do you still do this?" And I'm like, "Nah." "Yo, do you still chill with this girl? Do you still know these girls? Do you still chill with this dude? Do you still chill with this guy?" "Nah." "No. I'm focused on myself. I work 2 jobs. I really work over like 60 hours a week. I try to push 65, so I don't have time for anything else." By the end of that conversation, I saw it in his face. He's like, "Damn, I can't mess with him anymore. Because he's not like me anymore." But not like me, does that mean something bad for me? Or does that mean that he's not measuring up in his life? Now, if I would have sat there and been like, "Well, damn, my social life is dying. I need friends. Maybe I should work less hours because what this person thinks of me is affecting me right now." "Oh, no, you could slack off, bro. Just work 1 job. Come out and chill with us, bro. You need to get back in the loop of things." No, I don't. No, I don't. A lot of people are always wondering. I had a one-on-one call. How do I develop a social life? I really want to get out there and, date girls and make friends. So what do you do for a living? "Oh, I work in tech. I'm making pretty good money. I'm only 23. That's what he told me. Only 23 years old. Full-time worker. Then he also told me, "I want to get certified for computer science and some other realm of whatever field," right? He said, "It's going to be 10 hours a week. So I'm going to be jam-packed. I'm not going to have any time for anything else." I said, "So why aren't you focusing there? Why do you care about having all these friends and having this social life?" "Oh, I don't know. Sometimes I just feel alone." Let me tell you something. When you finally accept that you have to lead your life as a man, and being a man is not easy, okay? You are not going to have a lot of like-minded individuals around you. Sometimes you're going to be super alone. You're not going to have friends, but there's beauty in that. If you worry about having a social life and going out and doing things that aren't conducive to your life, you are going to sink. Because, see, when you put your focus on everything else and trying to live your life according to how society wants you to live it and what they're saying, you need to have all these friends and live it up. And, you only live once and YOLO and all this other garbage, right? When I asked him, "What do you do for a living? What are your goals and aspirations?" When he told me all of it, He even said out of his mouth, I'm doing better than most 23-year-olds, if not all of them. I said, so why aren't you focusing on that? Because you know your life doesn't start until you're at least 30, 31, 32 and beyond, right? So you need to put in this work. Then at those ages, you can go out, party, interact with people. And even right now, you're networking, but you just don't know it. You don't give yourself enough credit. You want what everyone else has, but realistically, you have it better off than a lot of people. You know who you are. Never live your life for other people. Here's another thing. You always need to put yourself first. You always need to discover who you are just a little bit more every day. And you're never going to do that if you're living your life for others and what others think of you. Here's another thing. Even when it comes down to women in the dating scene, your friends think, oh, you know, you could tell your friend right now, yo, I met this cool girl, man. Like, she does everything that I need and I want her to do. And it seems like I don't even have to ask for it. You know, we just flow together so well. We have this chemistry and she really puts her best foot forward. Like, she's never late. She's always on time. You know, she's always trying to be like a helper to me. That friend on the other side will go, yeah, but is she a baddie, bro? Yo, is she a dime though? You see what I'm saying? And then you're like, no, you know what? I don't want to deal with her now. I want to go after the baddie. I want to go after the woman that I have to prove everything to. Why? When the most important part is what a woman can do for you, her character. See how that works? But you're living life for other people. You're letting other people dictate how you live your life. So you're like, nah, because you're trying to prove everything to somebody else. Yo, look at this girl, I can pull or whatever. What? A part of the reason why most dudes go after a certain type of woman is to show off, is to have everybody else validate them. It's not even about how the woman makes them feel. Living life on somebody else's terms. Oh, I'm going to buy this car because, you know, when people see me in it, I'm going to be the super attractive, cool guy. No, had a dude in my live stream in the chat. Yo, I'm over 6 foot. You know, I'm lean, I'm muscular, and I got a GT, a Mustang or something like that. I was like, okay. He's like, but I don't get attention from other women. Okay, because all you are is muscles and a GT. Who are you, bro? Living life for other people, living life for others' validation. Who cares? This video is needed, bro. This is a part of the masculine mindset. This is a part of boosting and raising your masculinity. When you put yourself first, you only care about what you think first. Okay? Even my family members can have an opinion or think something about me, but they're never going to discourage me from doing what I want to do. Here's another thing you need to know. Would you rather be happy or would you rather be right? Because within being right, you can be happy and find happiness. But trying to be happy all the time, you will make the wrong decisions. Being a man is hard. Very hard. It's not easy. Everybody wants a participation trophy. That's why they're all trying to play on the same team as somebody else. Oh, I want to fit in with this crowd. Oh, I want to be down with them. No, don't. Stand by yourself and stand on your shit. Nobody's coming to save you. So when you live for others and let them dictate your life, let me tell you something, right? Everybody wants these friends. And yes, it's good to have friends. You need to have like-minded friends. But if you're alone, you need to understand that that is a gift. You are isolated for a reason. Now, are you going to capitalize off of it? Or are you going to let it take you under? You know, I see a lot of this stuff. That's why I'm glad I made this YouTube channel, because, you know, a lot of dudes appreciate it because it's a breath of fresh air. It's not the same regurgitated stuff over and over and over again. And all of these internet terms. Use your own language, please. Dudes run and try to cling on to these spaces and use the same language as each other. And it's like a cheat code. But if you go out into real life and you use that language, people are looking at you like, what are you talking about, bro? Speak how you want to speak. Think how you want to think. And if somebody doesn't like you, they can go kick rocks. Your life is important. Your life, you should take serious. That's where that confidence comes from. Be the man that you want to be. because others are not going to be there to pick you up when you fall. Hey, man, I'm telling you, your lights go off. You need some money for some food. You can't get to a destination. All right. So for everybody who doesn't have a car, you've been through this time and time again. So you'll hit a bunch of people up and say, hey, I need a ride. And you've got all these friends. Maybe one person will come through for you. How is that? How is that? You go out of your way to live on these people's terms, to try to be close to them, to try to be friends with them, to try to fit in with them, and nobody ends up having your back. What's that about? Since we're statistically speaking all the time and, moving decimals and doing math to equate to experiences and how we should live in life, here's another part of the video. Let the statistics go, bro. Break free of the chains. Yes, you can look at statistics and figure out, okay, this is going to be maybe good in my best interest, or maybe it's not in my best interest. But at the end of the day, you have to go out there and experience it for yourself and get your own results. And then you say, never doing that again. I'm never doing that again because I finally experienced it. But when you're speaking on a statistic, what do you really know? It's more of what you think. Statistically speaking, you'll never become an astronaut. Statistically speaking, you won't become rich. Only this percentage of people actually become rich by the age of whatever. What? Watch me. I'm going to show you. Because it's what I want to do. Now, if you want to listen to the statistics and, the numbers, and you don't want to go for something, okay, cool. Don't do it. But I'm telling you right now, you're limiting yourself. When you live on other people's terms and you live for other people and you worry about what they think and their opinions, you're never going to understand that you're limiting yourself. And you should be limitless. You should be that dude that shoots for the stars, aims for the moon. Full throttle, foot on the gas. Whatever I want, I'm going after because I'm living for myself. And here's the part that I really want to get through to you dudes. When you make it to the other side, everybody wants to be on the bandwagon. So what would you rather do? Waste time now, not getting to what you want, getting in your head, worrying about others' opinions of you and stuff like that? Or would you rather fight through that adversity, keep pushing, get to where you gotta go, and then have everything on a silver platter offered up to you? I'll wait. Somebody in the live chat too, can you tell me how to stop smoking weed? Really? If it's what you want to do, why can't you stop smoking weed? And I guarantee you, this dude smokes weed with his homies, smokes weed on his break at his job with his coworkers, smokes weed because Wiz Khalifa does it. But what about you? What about what you want to do? Living life for the validation of others. Living life on somebody else's terms. How can something control you when you're in control of you? This is big brother talk right now, bro. There's a lot of dudes out there that wish that they could be somebody else when in life, the greatest gift that you have is your own individuality. You're an individual, which means you can do whatever you want to do. That's why I say, when I hear that rhetoric of, well, if I was him, I'd do this. And if I had his success, I'd be here. And if I had his looks, I'd be with this girl. What are you talking about? Your life is beautiful because it's your life. Would never want to be somebody else. And it took me a long time to realize this because I didn't have that self-worth. I didn't have that self-confidence. But now that I have it, sky's the limit. I'm never giving up on myself. I'm never living life for somebody else because those people don't really care about you, bro. And you got to be honest with yourself. See, that's the problem. That's why people will believe in fantasies, fairy tales, statistics, other people. Because you don't believe in yourself. You don't believe that you can actually achieve what you want to achieve. You don't actually believe that you deserve a better life. You believe you deserve to be stagnant. You believe that you deserve less. You believe that you're not that guy. It needs to stop. It needs to stop. Well, how can I get this outcome? You actually have to go for it. There's no magic line. There's no magic, fairy dust that's going to make things come to you and all this other stuff. No, you have to go out there and get it. But a lot of the times people block themselves off because they're worried about what everybody else thinks. So they start to move to the beat of those people's drum, not to the beat of their own drum. But I'm here to tell you that's weak behavior. See, everybody's always like, how can I raise my masculinity? The first step is caring about what you think, putting yourself first. Because I'm telling you, these people are not going to be there for you when times get hard. They're not going to lift a finger to help like that. So why do you care about what they think? Why do you let them, dictate how you move? No. See, that whole polarizing energy, when somebody can tell that you're different, it's because you move how you want to move, you say what you want to say, and you act the way that you want to act. And they can't put a cap on it. They can't put a limit on it because they know if they even go to dare and try, they don't know what's going to happen because they've never met a dude like you before. Stand tall, bro. A lot of us go through rough situations, but see, tough times don't last. Tough people actually do last. And you know what those people all have in common? They saw the light, bro. They made it to the other side. And within there, they didn't listen to all the other opinions. They didn't listen to people trying to put them down. They didn't listen to false or bad advice. They took their own advice, or they took good advice. And never let somebody try to put you down for feeling the way that you feel. If you feel disrespected, eliminate yourself from a situation. If you feel like somebody's taking you for granted, eliminate yourself from the situation. Because within there, you're going to understand that I don't need this person. I need myself. I'm building here, brick by brick by brick. I'm building my future. I have a vision. See, most people don't have vision. So that's why they follow the crowd. That's why they let other people dictate their life. That's why they let other people dictate their emotions and how they move. Because they don't have vision. But when you have vision, you understand that you're the most important person. You understand that your life, it's nothing to be played with, bro. So how could I ever let others dictate how I live my life? You got a goal, go after it. You got a dream that seems like it's so far-fetched, it's off the wall. Somebody could tell you, that'll never happen. Go for it. Let that fuel you and drive you. You see, here's another thing. Adversity and people trying to put you down, or people trying to, sway the way you view reality. Because reality, look, your perception is your reality. So if your perception is, I'm going to make it, then that's your reality. If another person's perception is, well, life is hard and I don't know how many, that's their reality. So you guys don't mix. You guys can never understand each other like that. You guys could never understand each other like that. So why would you let what somebody else says affect what you got going on? Why? Because in life, there's winners and losers. What side are you going to be on, bro? I mean that when I say that. Winners, losers. The winners can't hang with the losers, and the losers can't hang with the winners. So what are we talking about? I'm never letting somebody dictate how I live my life. Okay, so they let a McDonald's commercial run on the TV. They let a Popeyes commercial run on the TV. They got people looking all happy. So you figure I can slack off. I don't have to go to the gym anymore. These people look happy. They're having fun. Somebody's like, oh, come out with us. We're about to get burgers and we're about to get all this blah, blah, blah. Oh yeah, sure. Sounds great. No, it doesn't. Nah, I got about 2,000 calories to burn in the rest of the day. I'm good. I'm going to stay inside. I'll get with you guys next weekend. And they're looking at you like, what? See how that works? Because I don't care about all that stuff. I'm worried about my water intake. I'm worried about taking my supplements. I'm worried about actually getting right. I'm worried about looking peeled in the mirror. Because when I see that, I feel better about myself, and I know the limits. I know that, I was looking this way this week. Now I want to look a little bit better this week. I'm not going out with them. For what? But see, it's all for me. It's not like, oh, I look in the mirror and I see that I'm ripped and I'm peeled. Now I want to go outside and get validation and attention. No, I see myself. I love myself. I like myself. It ain't going nowhere because it's for me. Don't worry about the outside influences because they can't influence you because you're not worried about them. You live your life on your own terms. That's the best part about being a man. See, most dudes, and it's not a knock on most dudes. It's just like most dudes live with a roommate, live with their parents. They don't live life on their own terms. They're still running around needing help from other people. No. When you live life on your own terms, you don't need anybody's help. So how could you ever let somebody dictate how you live your life? And look, if you're in a situation like that where you're younger, you need to depend on certain people for things. Okay, just know this. Keep your head down. Keep your expectations low in people. Stack that money up. Get the bag up. Don't worry about these females. Don't chase these females. If anything, you should be having females work for you so you can actually save money. I got this written down. This is a video topic I actually want to do. The right girl for you is actually going to save you money. Don't worry about all of that, man. Don't worry about, my drip and my fashion and this, that, and the third. Don't worry about it. Worry about elevating your life, bossing up, becoming the man that you want to become, because you're going to reap the benefits of doing so in the future. Everybody wants this instant gratification. No. See, and that's another reason. That's another reason why people will let other people dictate how they live. Because by you following them, going out with them, doing what they want, being on their agenda, that's instant gratification because you have friends. You have a life. But what did I tell this other dude? Stop worrying about the social life. Dictate your life, bro. Do everything because it makes you feel good about yourself and it makes you feel like you're about to elevate to get to the next level. You have to be isolated. Because that's when it kicks in. Everything becomes full circle. I do things because I want to do them. Here's another thing too. When you're discovering who you are, what you like, what you don't like, when you're isolated, it's easier to just get a bigger picture. The other day I was working out 10 o'clock in the morning to at least 2. I think I stopped at 2:30. But when I was working out this whole time, I was on the cardio part and I was just thinking in my head about a lot of things. Why did I move the way I moved before? I was going over a lot of scenarios in my head. And I said, caught it. You were doing this for this person. It's like, no, I wasn't. I was just doing it. It's like, no, I was having a conversation with myself. No, you actually were doing it for that other person. And then I thought about it and I was like, holy shit, I'm right. Going through other scenarios. Why did you used to drink so much? Like, yeah, drinking socially is, it's all right. But there was a lot of times where you used to drink by yourself. Why? And I finally pinpointed something. I pinpointed the area that made the most sense to me. It's because something was bothering me. Something that was unresolved, some issue. It was bothering me. And I was like, damn, that's it. But you fixed that. I was like, yeah, but it's always good to go back and look at these things, to ask yourself questions, to get to know yourself better. And that comes from being alone. See, when you got all these people in your face and you got all these opinions, you can never just stop and take a second to think, who am I? And who do I want to be, or who do I want to continue to be? And it's crazy that I have these conversations with myself because I don't let anybody dictate how I live. And I think that's why these things happen. That's why I have these exercises. That's why I meditate. That's why I do serious, deep thinking. Because the inner work never stops. It never stops. Because the quality of my life, I see it being just even way better than it is now. I have that vision. And I had to let a lot of people go. Because a lot of people were not conducive. to my life or where I was trying to go. But see, I don't place the blame on them. I place the blame on myself because I let their actions, I let their opinions shape the way I viewed things. And that was my vision at that time. So in the grand scheme of things, looking back, I can understand now that I was better off without these people. I was better off unplugging from society, not giving a damn about social media, actually getting my body right, because within getting my body right, I got my mind right. And after getting my mind right, I started writing the blueprint. Then becoming a man felt like something earned, because I wasn't always a man. I was a boy. I was a male. But I earned my spot to myself. I actually create value and put it out to the world to make other males become men, to make other boys become young men that prosper into becoming men. Don't worry about everybody else. Worry about yourself. Love yourself. Do that inner work. Yeah, it sucks sometimes because you have to dig deep and keep it real with yourself. And that's another thing. When you don't keep it real with yourself, you'll always be running to bad advice. You'll always be running to somebody for a solution that isn't really a solution. It's going to be a quick hit, and then you're going to be right back in the situation that you're in. That's why you have to live your life on your own terms. Don't let anybody dictate how you live your life. Because at the end of the day, you're doing it to yourself. And I'm glad that, I actually stopped and kept it real with myself. You can't blame these people. You got to look at yourself and say, why did I let this go on? Listen, your future will be dictated off of how you move now. Your future will be dictated off of what you want out of your life, okay? You choose what lane you want to go down. Nobody else can choose that for you. Now, they can if you allow them to. But remember, the beautiful part of life is being an individual, doing things the way you like to do things. Be a stand-up man. Continue to elevate, grow mentally, as well as physically, as well as spiritually. Don't let other people come into your life and dictate how you live. Because if you do that, you're limiting yourself. No. You should be limitless. Remember, keep your head held high. Your expectations of others very low. Everything's going to work out. Tough times don't last. Tough people do last. And I really want my brothers to elevate and grow. Never stay stagnant. Never dumb yourself down for the crowd. Know that you're a king, bro, and your time is coming. Live your life on your own terms. It's your boy, Justin J. Get with you boys in the next video. Like, comment, subscribe. Let's go, boys. Let's go.